Good morning, friends. How we doing? Amazing. I'm glad you showed up today. Okay. Let's move. Just move. That's it. Yeah, it's been a fun little challenge, right? Yesterday I did an upper body workout. That was a blast. And this morning, because it is morning time, I've taken Coach Baxter out. We had a nope moment because it was really pouring rain earlier, so we were a little behind. But then he finally decided that it's okay to go outside. And yeah, so it's just like this, like rainy, dreary day, and I want to just move. So today I'd like to do, quite a few like flows. I guess Ashtanga is kind of the style, or Vinyasa. Um, and we'll just see where it goes. Okay? We'll just see where it goes. But I'd recommend getting comfortable, taking a moment just to settle, we are going to start on our backs as per usual, but if you want to join me in a seated position for a few moments just to breathe and center yourself, amazing. Otherwise, really that Savasana, that corpse pose, is a really nice place to just stay and get grounded. Okay, let's take a moment. As per usual, I recommend that you have access to props like a block, maybe a strap. That's up to you. Okay, really, nothing's absolutely required, just showing up. Okay, so find your way down. As I said, we will be on our backs to start, so feel free to just make your way there directly. And close your eyes. That's it. Close your eyes. And I know most of us have spent time together before. Maybe we're trying this out now and adding it, or considering adding it into our routine. But this next hour is your time, yours. This is your practice. It is your body. It is your breath. So as we kind of land here, right here, we're going to just take some time to appreciate how it is that we are feeling. And maybe there's physical things going on in our body that we need to be mindful of, or that we started this practice together with the intention to explore, to stretch, to move. Maybe. Maybe it's been a long week. There's stuff going on at work. The relationships that we carry, friends, family. Just looking out in the world. Any and all of this might have been some of the reasons that you chose to carve out this little bit of time in your day. And over these next few moments, over these next few breaths, can you just be here, right here? In yoga, we often use breath to create space and length and openness in the physical practice. And the mental practice is absolutely just as important, maybe more. And it, for most of us, is also more challenging. Creating space for ourselves. A space without expectations, without preconceptions, without competition, without judgment. A space without ego. A space that we can breathe and move and connect. A space of stillness, of quiet. A space where we can take some time and let go of all that other stuff. Let it stay out there. Because this next little bit of time, you and I, we get to be in here, right here. And from this place, from here, let's start to deepen our breathing. As our breath gets bigger, okay, we can shift and add intention, breathing, to bring a little bit of life and energy back into the body. Send it to the edges, the fingers, the toes. Let's invite some small movements to return there. Okay, a little shift of weight, shrug of the shoulders, turn of the head. If you've got space, reach out into the areas around you. And if you're not already on your back, let's take a moment and find our way down. Because eventually I'd like for us all to bring our knees into our chest and give ourselves that great big hug. Great big hug. A gentle massage will probably feel good. Side to side, up and down, little circles if you'd like. Even start moving the knees, letting those legs just travel and explore the space. And eventually, the soles of the feet will find their way down towards the ground and will continue to move. Just adding some windshield wipers. And drift of the knees side by side as we kind of journey a bit here. Well, we're shifting weight from hip to hip, so massaging. But with that hip shift, we're also starting to explore a little bit of twist. Okay. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Let's allow ourselves to go one more time in each direction. Then we will find our way back to the top, to the center, and we'll walk our feet in a little bit closer. So landing about hip distance, toes are pointing forward, heels nice and close to our glutes. Feel for a moment. Ball the foot, base the baby toe heel. The toes are light enough to wiggle. Okay, light enough to wiggle. Then, ready? Big toes. So the toes are lifted. Big toes touch the ground. Big toes lift. Give your toes a little wiggle. Baby toes touch the ground. Baby toes lift, toes wiggle. Big toes and baby toes touch the ground, just a little. Toes lift, wiggle, all of our toes come down, okay? The whole foot, all the foot, base of the baby toe, heel. Belly starts to draw in, engaging that core, setting up for a few rolling bridges. Tailbone starts to tilt upwards, okay? So again, belly in, glutes are squeezing. Let's begin to lift. Inhale, we're gonna surge up into our bridge, and then the exhale melts us back down. Try again. Inhale to the top, and exhale to the bottom. Breathe. Let's do one more. Right leg draws all the way in, all the way in. Right leg is going to go up, all of the way up. Okay, now you won't need a strap because we're not going to be here too long. In fact, we're going to, once again, invite some movement. But just take a moment to enjoy the shape. Support as you need with your hands, little pointing, flexing, little circles. If you like, you can even generate some movement at the hip. Let that entire leg just drift around. How is this side feeling? Okay. As we move, especially with the extended leg, let's make sure our core is switched on, that deep core bracing that we know and love, and we come back to time and time again. But then we're going to point our toes all the way up, all the way. Okay. And then growing some movement. So our leg is going to stay still, and it's just the toes. Again, yeah. Toes. Let's pull them in and point them up. Adding breath, inhale, the toes draw in towards the heart, and the exhale points them up. One more. Movement at the ankle. So the same thing. Inhale, let's pull the whole foot in. Exhale, point it up. One more. Flex the foot, pause, hang out. We're going to reverse our breath. Okay, so the inhale is going to be at the top position. Inhale, find length. And as we exhale, the knee bends, the hands help us. We squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way in. Take a moment. We're going to pause here, squeezing. Okay. Here we go with breath. Inhale to the top. And exhale, we draw the knee in. Again. Let's do one more. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, moving into that nice little figure four stretch that we know and we love. We'll add some gentle movement. Again, that's just the name of the game today, moving. Okay? It doesn't have to be big and powerful, but it has to be controlled, it has to be mindful. Okay? Little sway, transferring weight from hip to hip. We're going to approach. We are going to land in that twist. Pause there for a few breaths. So that right knee is traveling forward. We're trying to open up the front side of that right hip. And eventually, our legs are going to fall to the left. All the way. But because we're in our figure four, the right knee is still pointing upwards, right? We have gentle rotation through the spine. We've got a little hip stretch and engagement through the right hip, low back, maybe right glutes. If it's available, we can open that leg a little further. And if we'd rather just hang out in the twist, we can even support ourselves with that left hand. Let's take 3 breaths. And then release. Bring yourself back. Come on in. Knee gets a little squeeze. Let's place that foot down. And we're going to take it back to those rolling bridges just to reset. Okay, so the whole foot, ball the foot, base the baby toe, heel. Toes are light enough to wiggle. Maybe try tapping the big toe, tapping the baby toe, placing all the toes. There we go. Whole foot. Tailbone lifts. Inhale. And exhale. Again. One more. Left knee in. Left leg up. Take a moment. Enjoy the shape. Point, flex, little circles, figure eights. Feel how this side feels. Feel it, really. Okay. Is it the same? Is it very different? Is it somewhere in between? Okay. How's the back side of that hip feel? The hamstrings, even the low back. As we extend this leg, are there things happening that we need to be mindful of? Ready? We point. Okay. Just the toes. In and up. Ankle. One more. Drawing our foot in, preparing ourselves. Okay, nice big breath at the top. And as we exhale, we bend the knee, the hands help us, we squeeze. We squeeze. Come on in. With breath. Inhale to the top. And exhale in. Let's cross. And there's our figure four. So the ankle's on top of the right thigh. Left knee is traveling forward, just like before, but those toes still drawing them in, right? Dorsiflexion, ensuring that our ankle's aligned, our knee is set up for success. Movement. Movement. Add the sway, add the rock, add the massage. Enjoy the journey. Okay? It's not the destination, it is the process to get there. There's no rush. And eventually, that right leg is going to come all the way down, landing in that twist. Left knee still pointing up, or even reaching a little closer to the front edge of our mat, the front edge of our room, whatever's easiest for you to landmark. And a second chance to unwind, to ring out. Let's give ourselves 3 more breaths, just right here. When you're ready, back to center. Both of our knees in. Great big hug. A little reset as you need to. And then let's move up to all fours. Okay, let's finally get there. Yeah, I know, it's been a while. Oh, right? Moving close to the front edge of your mat. If you're on a mat here, we'll once again invite some movement. Cow and cat, great option. Hey, rounding the spine, tucking the chin and tail under before dropping the belly, pulling the heart through. We can use our exhale into that flexion, our cat stretch. Inhale to draw through into extension, our cow. Hey, this is a nice space. Right here. If it's feeling good, stay here, breathe here, move here. And of course, there's always an option for some side bends, flowing side to side instead, if that's feeling good for you. We can inhale to neutral, to a center position. Exhale, the hips shift in one direction. We have a look over the opposite shoulder. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. Flowing side to side. And if there's anything else that you'd like to do, do it. Move in any and every direction that feels good for you. It is your body. It is your body. It is your practice. And anytime and every time you have an opportunity to reset, do it your way. Make it yours. And let's bring ourselves back to a nice starting position. Crown of our head goes forward, tailbone goes back, but even here we're drawing our belly in. We are strong, we are long. Our right leg, just the right leg. Inhale, let's send it to the back edge of the mat. And so the toes are tapped, but we're still pressing into the heel. The hips, they probably want to open up. We are not going to let that happen. Core is strong, hips stay level, shoulders stay level. If we're feeling good, we're feeling adventurous, that heel can lift up a little bit, approaching hip height, approaching. And let's take a nice big breath. And as we exhale, we're going to drop the knee, landing it gently, softly, silently next to the left. Take a moment and move. Reset. Let's check in with the other side. Same thing. Belly zips in, left foot. Step it to the back edge of the mat, pushing into the heel. Even though those toes are down, we're pushing into the heel. Crown of our head reaches forward. We're strong, we're long. If we're feeling it, that heel can lift a little bit, approaching hip height. Approaching. Take a breath. And as we exhale, come on down. Take a moment, move. Move. Okay, so we're going to flow with that a little bit. We will add the arms, of course. Okay, but speeding up. Inhale, right foot taps the back edge of the mat. And the exhale, the knee comes down. Inhale, left leg goes back, taps, and exhale down. If you'd like to add opposite arms, we can do that. Inhale, we're tapping back. The left fingers could reach forward and tap before lowering. Inhale, left leg, right arm. And of course, we can start floating up, approaching hip height with the legs, approaching shoulder height with the arms. It is length. Can you reach? And then draw in. Inhale, length. And exhale, control. One more each side. Let's take a moment and move. Take a moment and move. Okay, building a quick little flow pattern, but we'll end up adding to it. Right leg only. Inhale, send it back. It either taps or lifts up. As you exhale, step forward, land wide, outside the hand. Inhale, we're going to lift a little bit, bracing our core, and the exhale is going to push us upright. We've got a nice tall lunge, okay, upper body. So our shoulders are down away from our ears. Pelvic tilt, that posterior tilt, okay, tailbone's trying to approach the front edge of the mat. Feel a little stretch to the front side of our right hip, okay, but we're still tall, short, wide, tall. Inhale, let's go up, 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 and as we exhale, hinge, melt, fold, let the fingers, let the palms find the ground. Inhale, prepare, and then we're stepping back. Exhale. And take a moment, move. Same thing, same exact thing. Inhale sends the left leg back. As we exhale, we step it forward, land softly, land wide. Inhale, zip the belly in, brace the core. Exhale, push yourself upright. Okay, little glide, little shift. Hips, chest, shoulders, all facing forward. Okay? We often have a tendency to kind of shift open. We are in control, right? We're pulling that front hip back, driving our back hip forward, trying to get our tailbone to reach. Inhale to the top, and exhale to the bottom. Inhale, prepare to move, and as you exhale, step back. Okay, so there's always options to keep it nice and low. Okay, short stance, all fours, all the good stuff. We are going to be doing this from downward facing dog eventually, but let's speed up just a bit. Inhale, right leg. As we exhale, step forward, land softly. Inhale, lift a little. Exhale, rise all the way. Inhale, hip shift in as we reach up. And as we exhale, hip shift back, find our way down. Inhale, prepare, and as we exhale, step back. There we go, left leg, inhale. These are all movements you've done. Inhale, lift a little, rise. Shifting forward as we reach. Melting down. Preparing and taking it back. Move. Okay. So, if this is feeling good, stay here. Stay here. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to do it from downward facing dog. So if you are ready, hands are going to find their way forward. Feet are going to find their way back. We lift our hips high, creating that beautiful upside down V shape with our body that we know and love as our downward facing dog. Walking our dog out though, we bend our knees one at a time, sway the hips, roll the shoulders, and give your head a big shake. No. Then a bigger nod, yes. Okay, tailbone is lifting up. The heels are searching for the mat, but it's okay if the heels do not find it. Most of us do need to keep some softness in our knees here. Okay. Right leg, inhale, floating up, up, up. As we exhale, big step. Let's land wide, all of the way forward. All of the way. Okay. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Okay. Tailbone approaching the front edge of the mat. We're pulling our heart forward here, finding height in the spine, and use an exhale to rise. Rise. Now, you might notice, as you rise, you shift back a little bit. Okay. As we're strong, we're stacking tall. The tailbone still tilts under. Okay. Okay. Drifting the hips in, forward and down. And then here we go. Same thing. Inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, the hips are going to shift back a bit to give us some space to hinge, to melt, to folds. Inhale, we rise up onto the ball of our back foot, preparing. And as we exhale, we step back. Okay, other side. Slow, controlled movement. Inhale, left leg, up, up, up. Exhale, land forward, all of the way. All of the way. Right knee down, right toes untuck. Brace, breathe, lift, negotiate. Okay, still parallel, so we're pulling back the left hip, driving the right hip forward. Inhale. And as we exhale, inhale, prepare to step back, and as you exhale, get there. Little walk, shimmy, shake. Same thing with breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Drop the knee, inhale, lift a little. Exhale, we rise. Inhale, shifting in as we reach up. Exhale, melt. Inhale, prepare to step, and as you exhale, get back there. Left leg. Right. All movements we've done. Little walk, shimmy, shake. We're going to change this. We're going to step inside our thumb, narrow stance. Same basic movement. Inhale, right leg goes up. And as we exhale, step forward, inside. Now, you may need to take an extra moment to help guide it forward. We drop, we lift, we exhale to rise. Inhale, gliding in, reaching up, and exhale, forward. Preparing to step. Step. Left leg. Take it back. A little walk, shimmy, shake. Okay? Feeling good? Awesome. Right leg, big breath. Inside. We are doing just one more on each side here. Big step. Right? Okay. Same basic movement pattern. We are moving to a standing expression. Standing. We're going to add something when we get there, but we're going to find a standing lunge. Inhale, right leg goes up, 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 up. Exhale, big step, soft step, help it out. Inhale, we lift a little, and as you exhale, rise. We are standing, hips, chest, shoulders. Same thing, right? Tailbone tilting through, same thing. Inhale. This time, coming down to heart. Just a heart. Standing lunge. A little bit of heat. Okay, a little bit of heat. We are going to step forward. Inhale, prepare. And as we exhale, that left foot steps to the front edge of the mat. Tadasana, our mountain pose. Okay, so we should feel, once again, right back to the very beginning, right? Ball the foot, base the baby toe, heel. Toes are light enough to wiggle. Can we put the big toe down? Can we put the baby toe down? Can we put the big toe and the baby toe down? All of the toes. Okay. Let's inhale, reaching up, up, up. As we exhale, we're going to bend our knees, hinge, melt, fold all the way over our legs. All the way. Now, this first round very specifically, let's bend our knees more so we can grab opposite elbows and just take a moment to drift. Okay, our ragdoll standing forward fold, a little shake of the head no, a little nod of the head yes. Getting comfortable, getting organized. Okay. How's the low back feeling? How's the hamstrings feeling? Hands find their way back up onto our shins. Let's start to lengthen legs, find some height in the spine, take a big breath here. As we exhale, melt, fold, back, down. Inhale, lifting halfway, and as we exhale, stacking ourselves upright, rolling our spine. Big breath reaches the arms up overhead, and as we exhale, let's come on back down to heart center, our Tadasana, our mountain pose, a little shrug, roll, and a reset. We're taking it back the exact same way we got here. Right foot is going to stay. Left foot takes a big step. Inhale, prepare, and as we exhale, land at the back edge of the mat. Now, these are movements we've done. Inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, come on down and step back. A little moment. Walk it out. And left leg, inhale. And as we exhale, come on forward. Rise. To heart. Breathing, bracing. Right foot steps forward to join us. Steps forward to join us. A little shake, a little shrug, a little roll. Planting ourselves, ball of the foot, base the baby toe, heel. Toes are light enough to wiggle. Let's just place all those toes down. Little change. Inhale, let's reach up. And as we exhale, we are going to sit backwards. Draw the belly in, push the hips back, and sit into our chair pose. Now, the arms overhead might be a little bit much. You can bring your hands down to heart or onto your thighs. And if you like, you can change to bring your feet together, side by side, so we can squeeze our legs together. But of course, if you're more comfortable keeping your legs separate, you can do that too. Belly in, tailbone under. Three breaths. And let's melt forward. Melt. Now that ragdoll fold might feel good, or if we're feeling up to it, you can keep your legs a little bit longer. Still shaking your head no. Nodding our head yes. Hands find their way up onto our shins. Inhale. And exhale, fold deeply, melt, 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 melt. Inhale, we'll lift halfway, and as we exhale, stand tall all of the way. Big breath, reach down to heart. A little moment to shrug, roll, and reset. Left foot gets to stay at the front. Right foot takes a step back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From our downward facing dog, let's drop our knees. And from all fours, take a moment to move. But then how about we open our knees up, bring our big toes together, and just slide back into a wide leg expression of child's pose. Giving us lots of space to melt in between our thighs. Hey, this is an amazing opportunity to have a quick sip of water. If you would like one, go for it. Otherwise, just breathe. Okay. So, from our child's pose, we're going to move back up into downward facing dog. I'd like to add just a few little flows in the bottom here, okay, the bottom half, just to give the legs a little break, but also, warm up and move around the upper body, the core, find some back bends, all the good stuff. So hands are going to find their way forward. Let's rise up first to all fours. We'll tuck our toes, lift our hips high, find the downward facing dog. From down dog, with an inhale, we slide forward to the top of a plank. We've probably done this before, right? How about we drop our knees? I know, you're strong enough to do it from your toes, but we are choosing to do it from our knees. Drawing our belly in, tilting our tailbone down, pulling the heart forward. We are long, we are strong. We are going to take a big breath. And as we exhale, we lower halfway, sliding our elbows along our ribs. Squeeze those elbows in. Pull the heart forward. We are halfway. Yeah, we're strong enough to do this. Lower. And we're all going to point our toes back, press the tops of our feet down so much that the kneecaps come off the ground. And with an inhale, we lift our heart. We're setting shoulders away from our ears. Baby cobra, we're looking maybe a foot or two in front of us, or maybe we're not looking anywhere because our eyes are closed. And we're just feeling the feet press, the glutes fire, feel the strength in the low back, that posterior chain. And with the exhale, lower, melt. Let's try again. Feet press, glutes fire. Inhale, we'll lift a little bit. Find that baby cobra. And exhale, lower. Again, feet press, glutes fire. Inhale, lift. Bring our hands with us this time. No hands, lower. One more. We're going to push into child's pose. Inhale. And as we exhale, push back, shift back, melt back. Rise up to all fours. Find your downward facing dog. One breath, one movement. Those low and controlled options. Inhale, glide forward, strong line. Drop your knees. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. There's no real start or stop here. Feet press, glutes fire, baby cobra. And as we exhale, sliding into child's pose, melt back, fold back. No start, no stop, just breath. One more, just like that. Inhale, come on up. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Find your baby cobra. And exhale, slide back. Now let's take a moment just to sit back on our heels. Bring yourself upright. We can drop our chin down to our chest, giving ourselves a few little head rolls, Little shoulder shrugs if that is feeling appropriate for you. As we get to continue moving. Okay, ready? Let's find downward facing dog. We're going to find a standing lunge. Inhale, right leg goes up. And exhale, big step, soft step. Help it forward. Inhale, we lift a little bit. Exhale, we rise. We stack ourselves all of the way upright here. Big breath. Let's just bring ourselves down to heart with those palms. Take a moment. Take a moment. A little shrug, a little roll, a little reset. Now, here's where you get to choose, because maybe standing is not great for you. Okay? Maybe. If we would like to enjoy a deeper stretch, removing a little bit of the power component, I want you to drop the back knee. Enjoy the lunge. Okay? Same option is going to be available for all of us, whether we are down or up. Okay? Now, hands. Hands go up. And hands come forward. Right? Easy. Same option. And brace the core. Tilt the tailbone through. Get the hips a little closer to the front edge of the mat, but lift the heart. The right arm. Okay? So the same as our front leg. Inhale, let's start to open. We're going to come out to 90 degrees. And exhale, forward. Inhale, open, 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more. Forward. Inhale, open, maybe 135. Forward. Maybe open a little bit more. Forward. Ready? Inhale, open all of the way. Forward. Pick the space that you want to stay. Inhale. Stay. Okay. Stay. 3 breaths. Inhale, let's go forward. Hands to heart. Big breath up, up, up. As we exhale, hinge, melt, fold. Let those fingers find the ground. Inhale, prepare. And as we exhale, take it back. You know where we're going. Left leg. Breath. Land forward. Help it out. We rise. We're strong. So again, you know what's about to happen. And you know that the exact same movement is available right here. Listen to your body. Lift the heart, relax the shoulders. Let the tailbone approach the front edge of the mat, but not the heart. Okay? We are tall. Right arm's going to stay forward. Left leg's forward. Left arm is moving. Inhale, open. And exhale, return. Inhale. A little bit further. Okay, can we control our hips? Inhale a little bit further. A little bit more. Ready? All the way. We are organized. We are strong. We're going to open and hold. Go. Three breaths. Bring yourself back into heart. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Prepare. Step it back. Okay, we're going to do 3 little flows in the bottom. Okay, I'm going to continue on with those low flow expressions, but if you've got a different version that you'd like to do, please go ahead and adjust. Inhale, glide forward. Knees down, lowering halfway. We're in control. Inhale, shine. And exhale, take it back. 2 more through your breath, your body, your movement. We're all going to land in child's pose. Child's pose. Breathe. Right? Just breathe. I'm going to coach us into our 90-90, our deer pose, for a little bit of hips, a little chance to slow down, to stretch out. But if you would like to adjust and add pigeon instead, if that's a position that you're comfortable with, feel free to modify. And if neither of those are great options for you, a figure 4, again, from your back, might just make sense. It's your body, right? So, up to all fours. Take a moment and move. Take a moment and move. Right leg, just the right leg. Inhale, the right leg goes back. The knee slides in. So as you exhale, the knee comes to the thumb, the heel drifts across in front of that left leg, and we allow our right hip to fall off the side of the mat. Okay, so I'm just going to turn so that I can face you guys and you can see my legs. Okay, 90-90 is exactly that. 90 degrees at the knees and at the ankles. Okay, we are negotiating both hips, okay, so including that left hip towards the ground, but it's okay if it's not resting. And depending on your hips, your low back, how it is that you're feeling, the block might be your friend here. Sitting your right hip on the block gives you a little bit more space to be able to melt forward. Okay, so especially if you're fighting this position, try elevating your hips. Try it just to see. We're going to find some height in the spine. We're going to melt forward over that right shin. Okay, so for most of us, it is approaching the front left corner of the mat. Now, maybe we can get to a position that we're supported. Okay, if we're not using the block to sit on, but maybe we've got it available, this is also a really nice time to bring the ground a little closer to you. Okay, finding a place that you can support yourself. Stacked fists, hands. If you have the range today to melt all the way to the ground, you are absolutely welcome to do that. And if that's not us today, well, let's bring the ground closer. We would like to land in a shape that we are enjoying some sensation in the hips, okay, maybe a little bit in the low back, but a lot of stretch, but a space that we can still find height. Okay, so pulling our heart forward away from our hips in a space that we don't have to actually hold, because we have enough points of contact that we are supported, and the weight of our body, the rhythm of our breath is all that's needed to melt us into the stretch that makes sense here. Okay. Hips have a lot of big, powerful muscles. Okay. Glutes, quads, hamstrings, all that core. As a result, we can often force shapes. Over the next few moments, let go of all that. All the strength, any of it that you used to get here. Relax. And just be here. For a lot of us, spending time in bigger stretches, very specifically with the hips, can bring out a lot of sensation. And it might be physical, but there might also be moments that it is more. Acknowledge how you're feeling. Acknowledge how you're doing. And just take some time being here. If this is a shape that you need to stay in, stay. Okay? There's no rush. But when you are ready, we are going to navigate to the other side. Okay, coming out of it slowly, under control. And maybe some movement back in our tabletop shape. That's horse stance. And here we go. Left leg. Knee slides in, heel crosses. Left hip falls off the side. This is a new side. Take some time. Knees, ankles, 90 degrees, heighten the spine, right? Tall. Melting forward over the leg. Okay, if you've got support and you need to support this side, either underneath that left hip or bringing the ground a little closer to you, and it's okay. Maybe it's a different level of support. It's okay. It's your body. Okay, give yourself a moment to settle. Give yourself a moment to land. Give yourself a moment to feel, to listen, to connect, to acknowledge. Give yourself the time that you need to be here, to really be here. Let's enjoy At least 3 more breaths. But there's no rush. We're just going to move to a seated position. And when you're ready, that back leg can come around in front of you. And some windshield wipers is probably going to feel good here. And let's just set up with a comfortable seat. Some height in our spine, some softness in our shoulders. I like to just do a few more flowing twists from side to side, maybe a little head roll, and then we're going to make our way down onto our backs to settle for a few moments, just to enjoy the things that we've been able to accomplish today. Okay? So, tall, soft, with breath, arms are going to go up. Okay, let's turn to the right. Okay, so that left hand is going to come down, the right hand lands behind us. Inhale, floating up. And exhale, turn to the left. And we can make this big, we can make this smooth. If you'd like to pause in the twist, feel free to pause for a breath or two. Let's do one more in each direction. Come on back down to heart, a little shrug, some head rolls. If there's anything else that you'd like to do, feel free. You are free and welcome to stay seated if this is where you would like to rest, to relax, to reset, or you're welcome to join me on your back. Okay. And take a moment to get organized, to get comfortable. I definitely recommend closing your eyes. There might be a little windshield wiper moment in the bottom here before stretching out. But depending on how you're feeling, this long Savasana corpse pose may not be amazing. Some nice options might include just bending your knees and letting the knees drift inwards. And my personal favorite, soles of the feet come together, knees fall open for the supine butterfly or star stretch. We're releasing, we're relaxing, we are being supported. We are breathing. Taking some time to just reflect on the distance that we've traveled. Okay, since those first few moments, those first few breaths. The movement that we found, the stretch perhaps. Taking some time to appreciate that we are able to be here. Okay. We are in a space in our lives that we can carve out this little moment, appreciating the things that enabled, encouraged us. That our body is capable of movement. And we have the strength to enjoy the quiet if we've drifted anywhere else, let's just come back to our breath. When you're ready, let's allow our inhales to deepen. And as you breathe, let your breath inspire movement to return. A little shift of weight, shrug of the shoulders, fingers, toes. And let small movements grow. Becoming more, becoming bigger. Tall stretch might feel good, big hug. Or maybe we just draw in and roll onto our favorite side and take a moment. Thanking ourselves for choosing to make this little bit of time a priority. And if you're comfortable where you are welcome to stay there. And if you'd like, I invite you to join me in a seated position. But hopefully just in a space that you and I can come together with 3 breaths to close our practice. Some height, some softness. Eyes can be open, closed, hands wherever you want to keep them, if it's available. Let's start by taking an inhale through our nose and exhale out the mouth. Bigger. Release. Filling everything up. Let it all go. Thanks for sharing your practice. Namaste. Until next time, friends, have fun.